channel. I hope you guys are doing really well. Happy New Year and welcome to 2026. On my channel, most of you know that I talk a lot about becoming more elegant and more graceful. However, in today's video, I wanted to give you about 7 signs that you are nearing your potential on becoming elegant. These are going to be things that you can recognize about your own habits. When it comes to becoming elegant, I think it is a lifelong journey in self-improvement. So these are things that we can look at within our own lives and say, okay, I've improved on that. So I wanted to give you about 7 signs that you have already neared your potential in becoming more elegant. If you are just landing on my channel for the very first time, my name is Teresa, and this channel is all about leveling up and becoming more elegant and more graceful. And if you're interested in that, subscribe to the channel and join our community of women that are becoming more elegant and more graceful. Now, without further delay, let's jump straight into today's video. Okay, ladies, so welcome back to the channel. Now, before we dive into these 7 signs that you are reaching your potential to becoming more elegant, I wanted to do a quick outfit of the day, and it is this simple chocolate brown long sleeve knit that I got from Massimo Dutti. My scarf was a gift to me from the exchange student that I hosted last year, and I love this scarf. It has this chocolate brown color in it, and it has burgundy woven in it, and it is by the brand called Guess, and I love it. I think the scarf is really, really beautiful. And then I just paired these 2 pieces together with these cream colored trousers, and I popped on a burgundy colored belt. So this is my outfit for today. Tip number 1 that you are reaching your potential to becoming more elegant is that you have stopped reacting, but choosing to respond. Now, when it comes to responding over reacting, you pause before you respond. You choose not to be defensive, and also you choose calm over control. What does this look like? If you are in disagreement with another person, you are not going to immediately react. You are choosing to pause before you say something, because sometimes if we respond immediately, some of the things that come out of our mouth may not be the proper thing to say at the moment. So we always need to pause and give ourselves a moment to gather our responses and make sure that we are responding to the other person with dignity. We don't want to lose control of our self-dignity. And we also don't want to respond in a way that puts the other person down. Now, the second thing is that you don't choose to be defensive. When someone approaches you and they are telling you how you have hurt their feelings, instead of saying, no, you misunderstood me, or no, you don't understand me, or that's not what I did, to me, those are very defensive answers. And the way that would look like when you are becoming elegant is, I'm sorry to hear that. I would love to correct how I made you feel. So this is a more loving response. It is a response that will build the relationship and possibly repair it. Now, the last piece of you choosing to respond rather than react is you choose calm over control. You never want to just start to react in a very defensive way. You don't want to show anger, and you also do not want to appear that you are out of control. So choosing calm over control can also diffuse the heat of the argument. So tip number 1 is that you choose to respond rather than react. Tip number 2 is that you no longer feel the desire or the need to impress others. You have done some personal work on yourself, and you are comfortable and happy with who you have become. The other side of this is also that you are not in competition with other people. You are not dressing to impress other people, but you are dressing for yourself because you like the way that you dress. You like the aesthetic that you aspire to achieve. Now, when it comes to dressing to impress, One of the things that I have talked about here on this channel is that I am not a person that is logo heavy, but I think dressing a little bit more understated is a good idea when you are not trying to impress other people. Even with this scarf that I'm wearing today, I chose to hide the guest right here. So it is just not something that I like to do that's going to make me feel good about myself. I think that when you dress more understated, but you are choosing better quality clothes, clothes that fit you well, and clothes that suit your particular body type, this is going to say more. Whatever the case may be, I just choose to stay a little bit more understated when it comes to how I dress and when it comes to the items that I choose to wear. Now, tip number 3 is something that I myself still struggle with today, but it is you no longer feel the need to explain yourself. Let's talk about what this means. Now, what this simply means is that you are comfortable with your choices. You do not seek validation from others. You don't explain your nose, and your silence feels natural. Now, this one is a little bit challenging because at times when people have either invited me to do things or something that they want me to do, and I don't really feel like I have the time to do it, or I'm just too tired to do it, I have the propensity to sometimes over explain why I have to say no. But not over explaining yourself is something that I think is really important. And let's talk about what this looks like. Say, for example, someone has invited you to a party over the weekend or an event or something like that, which is a good thing that you are in community. But say you have worked all week long and you are extremely exhausted, and the only thing that you can do is get up on a Saturday morning, get yourself a cup of coffee, and then you want to just chill out in your pajamas for the rest of the day. Instead of just saying something like, I appreciate the invite, but I am very tired from the week, so I am going to have to decline and rest for the day. Instead of making a lot of excuses like, well, I would love to come, but I've got to go to the grocery store, I've got to pick up the kids, I've got to take the dog to the vet, and all this kind of stuff. Over explaining yourself is not something that you actually need to do. The next thing is that you no longer seek validation from other people. Now, this is also a big one because I think in today's society, there are a lot of people that seek validation from others rather than just feeling good about themselves, feeling good about the progress that they have made, but instead they are seeking validation from other people. When you no longer have the need of praise and validation from other people, and you know who you are once again, you know that you've done some inner work over the years, then you are comfortable in your own skin. And then the fourth thing I wanted to talk about with regard to no longer feeling the need to explain yourself is that your silence feels natural. This is a really key component sometimes because especially if you are in the workplace where there is maybe a little bit of conflict going on, or there's a meeting that you're in where people do not agree. Sometimes silence is the best thing that you can give to the people around you. Silence is something that feels natural, especially in the midst of conflict. Have you ladies ever sat in a room with some people and been around a person that just is taking over the entire conversation and talking nonstop and never realizing that they are doing all the talking without giving the other people that are in the room a chance to say something? This is so rude, in my opinion, because when a person talks nonstop, people tend to check out, and you also lose the attention of the audience. So sometimes just remaining silent when you are in the room says a whole lot more than being the person that is doing all the talking. Tip number 4 is that you are graceful with your words. You speak slowly but clearly. You avoid unnecessary words and your tone is calm. Now, let's talk about what this might look like in the workplace. Now, you are in a business meeting and you are required to explain to the other people in the business meeting as to why some policies are going to be put in place, or maybe it's something that's going on in the workplace that needs to change. So a person that is becoming more elegant is going to speak calmly to the people or the person that is in front of them. And believe it or not, when you speak calmly but clearly, people actually understand you better than being aggressive in your tone when you're speaking to other people. Remember, choosing calmness over control is going to get you a lot better results. The next thing about speakers that I've listened to over the years, really good speakers, they don't use filler words. And using a whole lot of filler words when you are speaking to an audience, it indicates to the other person that you are actually not really educated on the topic that you are speaking about. It shows that you are not prepared. It shows that you might be a little bit uneducated in the topic that you're going to be speaking about. So filler words are one of those things that we need to be really careful about when we are speaking to a group of people and we want to maintain their attention and gain respect. Now, if you are asking yourself, what are some examples of filler words? Filler words are simply words using or you know, or like, or well. These are things that if you are well prepared, especially if it is in the workplace, if you are well prepared to deliver to your audience the things that you want to say and get across to them, filler words make you look a little bit unprepared and once again, a little bit uneducated. Tip number 5 is that you have become selective with how you use your time and energy. Becoming elegant is about knowing what and who deserves your attention. This is something that I think we can look at in a few different ways. One of the ways that I choose not to give my attention to things that are not serving your life very well and things that don't make you feel good in your life, or people that actually put you down, people that don't support you, or people that always just make you feel bad about yourself. And so this has been selective in where you center your time and attention, because nobody wants to be around anybody that is putting them down, or somebody that always kind of has them on a grading scale or something like that. You want to be around people that lift you up, people that can be there for you in a time of need. Tip number 6 is that you desire quality over quantity. Fewer clothes, fewer relationships, but deeper connections. Now, this is a huge one because I think back in my younger days, I desired to have more friendships. I actually did have at least 4 or 5 close women friendships. But as the years go by and as we learn, as we mature, having maybe just 1 or 2 close female friendships that you can really go very deep with that person and be supportive for them and vice versa. This to me brings more value than having 5 or 6 women friendships that you don't even really know. The second part of that is I want to talk about clothing, because this is something I do talk about in my videos a lot. Choosing better quality clothing is one of the things that I have done for many years here on this channel versus having a bunch of things that are of lesser quality that are not going to last me for a very long time. I will spend a little bit more money to get a higher quality item versus buying something that's not going to last 3 or 4 washes and then I've got to replace it. So tip number 6, that you are reaching your potential to becoming elegant is that you have now decided to choose quality over quantity. Now, my last tip, which is tip number 7, is that you choose to handle discomfort with grace. There are many situations that we have discomfort in. We can have discomfort in our relationships. We can have discomfort at work. We can have discomfort around people that we don't really know. So, one of the ways that you can choose to handle the discomfort is with grace. So, when you are around, say, a group of people and you don't really feel like you are fitting in, and I have been in that situation, I felt a little bit kind of out of place, if you ladies know what I mean. I just didn't feel like I was supposed to be there. So, when you are reaching your potential to becoming elegant, you are definitely going to handle situations where you feel uncomfortable with grace. Okay, ladies, so that is all I have to share in today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below if these tips were helpful to you, because I know that I have been talking about becoming elegant and graceful for a lot of years now. So I wanted to just talk about these tips and how you can kind of see for yourself if you are a woman that is becoming more elegant and more graceful. Now, also, once again, welcome to all of you who are new on my channel. Thank you for subscribing. And for those of you who are just landing on my channel for the very first time, my name is Teresa, and this channel is all about leveling up and becoming more elegant and more graceful. And if you're interested in that, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and join our community of women that are becoming more elegant and more graceful. And also, before you leave the video, please hit that like button and go ahead and turn on your notification bell so that you get notified every time one of my videos go live. Thanks for watching, ladies, and I will see you in my next video.